think, like most other artists, I'm like a magpie or like a criminal stealing things that I can use. So anything is a potential source for an artwork. And the history of art is this absolute wealth of visual information that can be used. Personally, when I was a teenager starting to make artworks, I needed to find out more about paintings of the past and our history, and going to the library was my main source of information. So I would spend days just going through books on Raphael and Michelangelo and Caravaggio, absorbing all these paintings and bringing them to life by looking at them. So when it comes to making my artworks, it just seems to make sense to go back to these people who created the best images that they were. They were the masters at turning life into image. Over the years, it's become apparent to me that my main interest is the image, the way that we make pictures of the world and the way that those pictures influence or change the way that we see the world. So that slippery relationship between the world and the image, that for me I think is my main interest. Generally I'm working quite intuitively. I'm interested in a certain area, so I may start researching it and then finally it may become a work, but I'm never thinking consciously, okay, I want to take some painting from art history and recreate it in a certain way. It could be anything. It could be something I read in a book on evolutionary biology, something I see in an advert somewhere. So my influences are coming from many different sources, and art history happens to be one of them. So to come here and see so many works that are obviously indebted to images from the history of art is quite strange to realize that the influence is so strong. And you could say that there are exceptions to that rule, such as the room that we're standing in now with these crushed moths and butterflies, the series Insecticide. But I remember when I was making these works, I had probably about 30 or 40 reproductions of Elizabethan paintings pinned on my wall, and I was using them as reference material because they were very richly embroidered flat surfaces with very overall lighting. That's the Elizabethan paintings, and the images that I'm working on were designed to be quite similar in that way. The light of a scanner is very flat. The images have been squashed onto a scanner, so they're all also very flat, and they're embroidered with this incredible amount of texture and detail. So again, they were, although not obviously, influenced by the history of art. It's strange and intriguing to come and see all these works that you have chosen and to see that the influence is that strong.